Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, France will go to war with the Mediterranean nations, which include Spain, Portugal, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, Palestine, Israel, Lebanon, Syria, Turkey, Cyprus, Greece, Albania, Montenegro, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Slovenia, Italy, San Marino, and Vatican City. Well, it's mostly coastal nations, so I just put those center Italian countries in the center of Italy in, just because, well, looks better on the map. And well, off, you can see France against them all. But don't worry, France is the aggressor, so they had the beginning advantage, because that's what the aggressor does. Because nobody expected somebody to be so crazy to do it. I guess it's a Neo-Napoleon figure. Who knew? Well, I hope that's what he is. He wants to conquer the Mediterranean Sea. What is it, a Roman in charge? Well, into the Pyrenees they get stuck, and into the Alps they get stuck. But into the Sardinia they don't. But now them having naval dominance over big swaths of the land. Well, there's some naval dominance around here. And well, all but here, they have naval dominance. And well, we don't need to worry about the Black Sea, as nobody will probably be going there. And well, France has dominance over different waters. Right here, and over here. With naval fighting being important, because whoever... With France pushing back the Spaniard navy. And their goal is... And they decide they'll put an encirclement and a blockade, so they go like this. And they blockade it. And then they do this. I think those are Spanish islands, but no worries about them. With France now using its navy to try to control this area. But their naval fighting yields this kind of occupation. So now that Spain is completely circled, they start the bigger invasion of Spain. They go in from the south. And they also land in southern Portugal and they encircle Lisbon. And they steal the city of Lisbon. And so they try to merge these two fronts together. With some amount of supplies getting through Gibraltar, but really little due to all control over it. And well, Gibraltar's in this war, but not Britain. And well, as you can see, the Iberia front is not going well for Spain or Portugal. Maybe there'll be a pushback with Spanish and Portuguese forces trying to push them back. They managed to push France back in the north, in the south, but not well. With the French Navy continuing to wreak havoc, they start to encircle Italy. And they set up a block of the Adriatic Sea. I guess France has more competent generals by the looks of things. But France is really strong too. Or at least, I feel like they are stronger than Turkey. But World Power Index has a different opinion. Because France isn't in the top 10. Which I don't know how that's possible. With landings happening across Italy, eventually they take Rome. And this is what the front line looks like. And while Italy is crumbling. Well, if France is as strong as it should. Well, France also has a population advantage over Italy. With Iberia becoming a longer campaign than expected, they start their campaign into the Balkans. Which they get stopped eventually by Turkish troops. And they start setting up puppet governments in the occupied territories. Did they sign peace with them? No. But they set up some of the countries they fully occupy to be, like, able to, like, send troops to the front. So these countries are that have lost land, but haven't yet put it in. With moving into Morocco. With France leaving, the North African front will be easy. And Turkey's not that strong. Like, its economy's really bad, and you can't really fund a war with a bad economy. And while Morocco has fallen, so now they cross the mountains into Algeria. And they also managed to make a landing in northern Tunisia. But they're careful because they know landings can take place there. With the fall of Algiers, and Algeria is in a bit of a bad situation, Algeria surrenders. And while naval war continues to wreak havoc, especially this area, because, well, the Navy has it basically broke off with dominance in those lands, so these waters, well, they were completely obliterated. With them taking the city of Tunis and moving to take the city of Tripoli, which they managed to do. Libya surrenders and gives up, but Egypt manages to occupy to about here before the lands are taken fully. And now this is where the hard part starts. But, like, realistically, that's probably how it wouldn't go. But with their advantage having them decide to take out Spain, Portugal, and Italy when they could, led to a better advantage. And I don't know if this is even possible for France to have this much success. But now that they've had this much success, it's kind of hard to turn them around. Realistically, they would probably move in the northern Italy. And for the realistic idea, well, they move into Spain and Italy. Partisan activity and successful counteroffensives kick them out. They hold the border, the blue team does, and then they invade France. But France is really strong. Well, actually, according to Global Fire Index, they're not that strong, really. Turkey's economy crumbling. A French invasion. Landing in all the tiny Greek islands. How are they winning? Who knows? They must have someone's support. With the Balkan front starting to crumble, if France really was strong enough and had this success, they could do this if they managed to take out Italy quick. Even though Turkey's stronger, they have a chance. Because they can get these nations they occupy to send them resources. With Italy deciding they have to surrender, there's no way of winning. And the invasion into the Holy Lands, and well, they managed to take this. With Turkey seeing how improbable it is to win due to the strongest nations having crumbled too quick, they agree to peace. Way it would look if France won. If you guys want to see the other way, because, well, I shouldn't have gave France the advantage. Because since France had the advantage and I gave them too much of an advantage, I gave them too long of success without counteroffensive, to the point where it demoralized the other side. And since the other side was demoralized and the other side had lost so much so fast, well, they fell apart. Kind of like France in World War II. And that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like and subscribe. And look at all the puppets France made. So France annexed Istanbul. They annexed that, Syria, Cyprus. Why do we keep trying to call Cyprus Kosovo? And well, some of Turkey. They annexed the Suez. They annexed this, that. Iberia is created. Italy. What was I calling it? Yugoslavia. They created Albania, Greece, Turkey, and Egypt, Libya as puppet states. Yes, why couldn't they? And that's all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mapper out. Bye, guys.